we are. Okay. I think we are live. Welcome to Fashionable Father, coming to you from Sanskrit Studios, otherwise known as our apartment. That's right. My name is Timothy Sands. We are here with Megan.
Hello.
My lovely wife. I hope you can hear her. Okay. Arthur is in the background. He is definitely watching something on a tablet. He's getting some good quality screen time because we make sure we get plenty of that in this house. Quality, healthy screen time. Of course, as per usual, it's been too long. So welcome back, everyone. What we usually do here, if you're new here, is I have some fashion topics that I want to go over. I'll update you a little bit on what's going on in the household. I have been a bit busy of recent, which has been good. It's been awesome. And then just kind of it was a busy work. Last night was really busy. So it's been a little busy. It's been a little busy. Okay. So how do I sound?
You sound great.
I do? Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay.
You have a nice resonance.
A little
thing
resonance
happening. Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you. I like it. All right. So what's on the topics today? What are we going to do? That's right. I wanted to talk a little bit about vintage fashion. I have been. Oh, Maggie, can I ask you a favor?
Yeah.
Can you go grab my pants? The pants I got from eBay.
Oh. Yeah.
So we're going to talk a little bit about vintage fashion. I want to talk a little bit about jewelry. I got a lot of attention online recently, TikTok recently, because of a post about jewelry. So I don't know how to say that. The more I say jewelry, the more I sound weird saying it. It's like one of those words. Anyways, I do kind of want to talk a little bit about Shogun. I'm going to save that till the end, just in case we try. I don't think we're doing any spoilers. I just want to talk about the show. We have been adamant. I was excited when they were advertising that show. And how do you know if someone's read the book? They'll tell you they've read the book. So anyways, but I'll tell you more about that later as well. Dan H.
Sandcastle.
Do you mean your Sandcastle? That's a great name. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. That was a nice, pleasant greeting. That's unlike you. No, man. Welcome, dude. It's always good to see you. Man. All right. Yeah. So did I go? Yeah, I went through all the topics, right? Yeah. Shogun, a little jewelry, a little vintage fashion, something lately. We'll talk about that. Updates. I did, Arthur recently, hold on. Recently, I just had a birthday.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Yeah, I just had a birthday. I don't usually get on the socials and tell everybody about that, but you guys can be privy. Yeah, so I just did that. Maggie took care of me. We do a nice little routine where we go up to Sushi Roku in Pasadena, and it's phenomenal. We do it every year, and it's lovely.
Always.
It's so lovely.
Except for the tempura. Tempura was
a little weak. It was a little funky. It was a little funky.
It was so
but other than that, Sushi Roku is amazing, usually. So I was lucky enough to get some awesome gifts from my lady. One of them. Show this off. Boom! Who doesn't like? I think if you saw on Instagram, Max Richter. I love this album. This is not easy to grab on vinyls, and Maggie found it for me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. When this album first came out, I was like, I don't like people recomposing Vivaldi. But I love Max Richter, so I gave it a chance, and I eat this thing up. I can listen to this over and over again. Yo, thanks, Rich. Thank you, man. Trying to think, Rich. I know a couple Richard from Europe, Sweden, right? I don't think you're the same though. Are you Rich from Weston? I feel like it's Rich from Weston. What else? Oh, she also going with the vintage theme, this live stream. She got me an adapter. And I know this is really sexy. This is super sexy. Stop it.
All right, whatever.
I know if you're a camera geek, You know how Sweden, yes, thanks, man, nice to see you, dude. I feel like wasn't your name Richard for a while? You don't yeah, I do mind you asking. I
reminded Tim on his birthday cake how old he was. He loved it.
She bought candles. Those candles for your birthday, they were laying around the house.
Yeah, well, you found them and you put them on my cake. So
I did, so I was deserving.
You got it.
I was deserving. Yo, what up, man? Nice to see you, man. It's been a minute. I'm gonna keep my age to myself right now. I guess I set myself up for that, didn't I? Maybe I'll tell you at the end. You have to hang out. There you go. I'll make you watch the whole live stream.
You'll just say it real quick and end the live stream.
No,
we run away screaming.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I can cope. Anyways, what are we saying? Yeah, so I got an adapter.
Ancient.
Oh God, stop it, both of you. And here he is, Dan. You came in with a nice greeting with the sandcastle. Right into roasting. Anyways, I will continue with my live stream. This is a vintage lens adapter. Vintage lens. See the theme that's going here? I'm super excited about this. This is a 35 to 105. I feel like I'm going to need some help if I want to shoot something, but I have an idea. So hopefully down sometime I'll get it shot and you'll see a video. I'm excited about that. Let's see. What else is going on? Oh yeah, so that happened. Also, Max Richter, Max Richter. I don't know if you guys know, he's very probably prolific in Europe as far as doing live stuff. He's not here, right? And he's going to be at the Walt Disney Music Hall next year. And Maggie already knows about this. Yeah. So she was like, "You want a ticket to that?" And as a birthday gift, and I was like, "Well, yeah." But then she also said, there's Harry Connick at the 4th of July at the Hollywood Bowl. I'm like, yeah, we'll take both.
Both these.
Max Richter will be next year's gift.
Yeah.
So that'll be really fun. So yeah, we're definitely going to go see Harry Connick. We've seen Harry Connick in the past, and we were overtly impressed. Like, we always loved his music, but he is a performer.
He's a performer, entertainer.
I don't think people know. He had a TV show for a reason. Mm-hmm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that didn't do too well.
It's a shame, right?
Yeah.
TV's a pain.
Interviewing, like being a host is different, right?
Is.
Being an entertainer.
It's almost stifling. Mm-hmm. If you ask me, especially Harry Connick Jr. He was amazing, though. Really, really good. He's a hell of a performer. So that's going to happen. The week before that, it was Arthur's spring break, and I was having a field day with that. It was great. I had an idea. He really loves Mario. And we're right next to Universal Studios. So I was like, I'm going to take him there. I'm going to get an early pass to Mario World. I'm going to do it all. And it was really cool. Ended up actually being cheaper to just buy annual passes. So we're going to go back. Where I did get hit hard is you go there and you have to buy a wristband. And those are not cheap because you have to gain points in the world. I mean, they're geniuses at dragging that money out of you. But it's still going to be fun. Especially since we get to go back. So that's pretty cool. What's going on with you, babe? She's been busting her butt. You're kind of at the tail end of IEPs and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I really only have 2 months left of school.
I know.
Really?
Sexy.
And it's going really quick. I mean, I do have to do summer school for the kids, which is fine. It's only 4 weeks long. It'll go quick. But it's just a lot, at the end of the year. I have to report on these kids and their abilities. So it's a lot of report writing and testing and all that stuff. But it's been a learning process this year. But I know it'll be much.
I think it's going to be
smoother next year.
Next year's going to be a lot smoother. Yeah, Dan H, the Mario or Universal Studios, we're kind of smart though, and I think that's what's really awesome about getting an annual pass. I got him over there. We had a little bit of breakfast in the morning, and then we didn't really eat much and bounced at noon, right? And went and got burgers down in
when he
Hollywood.
Says early, he was there at like 8:00 in the morning.
Yeah, that happened.
And that was difficult because they both had to get up with me.
That was difficult.
Which I usually get up at 5:40 in the morning.
It was rough.
He was just a zombie.
And so and it was cool. And he's a lightweight, when it comes to the parks, which is fine. And again, that's what I think really helped with getting annual passes, which again was almost the same price as a day ticket. So that really worked out. Yeah, so Maggie's doing great. And all right, let's get on to some topics. Yeah. Now, I've never really been like, I've always liked vintage fashion, but I've always been one of those guys that didn't want to be wearing a costume or looking like I was straight out of the 40s. So, you know me, I'm trying to steal from eras and not be that era. I kind of also tend to want to be more fashionable. I'd love to know what your guys' take on this. I don't love the conversation of like trendy. I don't think of being trendy, but I also want to be within fashion. Does that make sense? I would think of concept of elevating yourself to a point where you're like beyond the trend or beyond right now. But I really feel like that's a lot to do. And it's hard. Let's be honest. We're not making our own clothes, and we're kind of responding to the stores and what they're providing. But what's cool about online is you can go look the rub. And if you watch my video about the overpriced pants that I bought, which I love those pants, I really do. But my goodness, I spent some money. The thing is, when I look for vintage fashion, it's all overseas. For instance, I'm going to go right into, what's the first one? Yeah, this one. Let me see if I can show you guys. Boom, Stanley Biggs. Are you familiar with this, Dan? This is your neck of the woods, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you care. They're killing it, but like leaning heavy into like 40s. Like you look like you're on a 40s set or of that era, which I love. I
have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead, babe.
Have you always been into this kind of look, or is this just a thing you're going through right now?
It's a thing I'm going through, I really feel. Okay, so like that's, I guess, what I was trying to explain. Like, I'm not one that wants to go look like I'm from the 40s, but I don't want to repeat the 90s. I love that 60s era. And that's another thing. I like to define it, right? I feel like what we were in was the 60s. We were just repeating the 60s with all that awesome form-fitting, sleek, skinny ties. It was all 60s again. And now we've totally shifted out of that, which makes sense. We were in that for like 10 plus years. And now we're back into like that baggy clothes. And so what I'm trying to steal from is the 40s era instead of the 90s era, because I think the 90s is ugly, as we all know. Yeah, Peaky Blinders, right? I mean, who doesn't want to grab some stuff from that show? That show is amazing. I don't know.
It's funny because I feel like those eras are so specific, where the 90s is so vague, right? It's just like wearing things heavy and just baggy.
The reason why those eras I think are more specific, babe, is because look at this outerwear. Let's look at this. Is because they were clothes I think were at less of a mass production. Right? Uh-huh. They were mass production. Oh, what up, Trev? Jack? Nice to see you. I feel like I got the old school back here. Rich? Dan H, we can leave or take you. I'm joking. Oh, man. Welcome, gentlemen. Yeah, so that's the reason why I think it's more specific. There's a whole topic about that. I think I've mentioned. I'll tell that story real quick again too. Here, get my full face here. Where the 90s, or I'm sorry, not the 90s, the 30s. Some of the most prolific, long-lasting fashion came out of that era because it was the Depression era, and everything was heavily vetted. As far as like, if you were going to buy something, you had to know it was quality. You had to know it was going to last, and you had to know it wasn't just like
that you can wear it over and over and
yeah,
over.
it's an empty trend. Like the camel hair coat came out of the 30s. Panama hat came out of the 30s. A lot of really, really cool. I think there's a specific shoe came out of the 30s. Really cool
Mary
stuff.
Jane's or something. I don't know.
Right. That still lasts to this day because again, once it hit like the upper crust, they were wearing it, and it trickled down to the people who could kind of afford it, and it was starting to get a little more. And it would really be fun to research the mass production of that time, because obviously we're deep into the Industrial Revolution, so we're beyond it. Anyways, it would be fascinating to learn about all that stuff. I love that stuff. And so, anyways, back to a little more. So back to the Stanley Biggs. That stuff is expensive. like the trousers are. Don't laugh at me.
The trousers.
The trousers. I already have one heckler.
I had to. Come on.
I know. Come on. I'm planning on booking a meeting. Oh, are you serious? Oh, you got to. Oh man, you got to tell me how that went. Did you watch my video on my pants? Because I didn't love my journey with him, but I do have reasons why I didn't. Lawrence Foster, those.
Oh yeah, you were so.
I was beat up by those pants. Those pants didn't. They came. I was swimming in them. I don't know. I was a little frustrated, and I spent a lot of money. But I spent a lot of money because of the exchange rate. Because look at these. These are $285 pants. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot for a pair of pants right now.
Yeah.
You can get this. Oh yeah. So for instance,
and that they didn't fit so.
Yeah. So what happened? I mean, I not to tell you too much. They were huge on me, and I had to go get them reshaped at my tailor in town, which was going to be normal anyways. But I had to have them reshape the waist. I had to have them reshape the leg. I had to reshape everything, and they were still really, really big on me.
And there is some danger in just giving somebody your numbers instead of having a tailor.
Well, he didn't even want numbers. That's the other rub. I asked Scott Fraser. I was like, yo, do you want more numbers so I can tell my audience that he wants? No, they're like, no, we're not making these bespoke. And they blamed me because I didn't give them a hem length. And I'm like, you can unhem. I don't want a hem length.
Why didn't you ask? Right?
No, I didn't give them one. I wanted them unhemmed.
Oh.
So what happened is they made them super baggy through the leg all the way through. And so when I went to get them hemmed, I was like, yeah, I need these legs shaved up. I think I will keep coming back to it. I spent too much money on those pants for my own point of view. I don't think they're too expensive. I just think my point of view, like beyond my price point, I was expecting more for the price point. And also too, like I talked to my tailor. He could have bespoked me pants, head to toe, for less.
There you go.
Yeah, see? But the only other rub was that material is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. All right. So another cool little vintage shop. Anyways, Dan, real quick. Well, me too, Dan. Mine were crazy wide. I think you should watch my video on it and just kind of I want to know your take. From his models, no, I don't think they're super wide legged. He has some skinnier looking pants on his site. So,
but since you're going, Dan, make sure that you make that clear. I don't want them super wide.
Well, and he's going to be able to try. He's probably going to be able to try on. What am I trying to say? Like the trousers that are already sitting in
the samples.
Samples. There you go. That's what I was trying to say. He's going to be able to try on samples and go, okay, this is kind of the fit I like, or maybe a little skinnier. But again, I don't think that's the rub. Scott Fraser's not going to tailor them for you. He's just going to hem them for you. But what's cool is you're there and you get to go in and you get to try the pants on and you get to feel them out and you'll be like, okay, yeah, this is not worth it. This is not my style, right? Or whatever the case may be. As you could tell, I was showing you Casa Atlantic. Casa Atlantic is really cool. I'm ordering overseas though. These are mostly just high-waisted pants. But yeah, you gotta love that look. Look at that guy's rocking my Vans. You guys rocking my Vans, baby. Look at that look. That's a good look. That's a good look. Yeah,
nice.
I'm just leaning in, man.
Clean. So
clean is right. And those are not a pleated. Those are the flat front. Might have to grab me some, but those are not cheap either. $220. $220 for those.
$220 USD.
USD.
Oh my God.
USD.
Okay.
And then let's go another route, and we go straight up to like an like this is absolute 1940s, right, style.
It's beautiful.
And these are not bad, right? These are $117. The rub with these though are you're going full. I mean, I might have to even get suspenders to wear these.
Oh,
look at that.
Wow.
I know, would that be cool looking though?
Yeah.
But now are you in?
Are you costuming?
Now you're in a costume.
Are you in a costume?
Now you're in a costume. So I don't know. I kind of that's the balance that I continue to seek, and I think I'm just getting into that age where I don't care anymore. Right? It's like, who cares? Like all this stuff, all this like what you're concerned with, how you're affecting other people. Who cares at the end of the day? I mean, we all do. That's the paradox. We all care a little bit, but it's the key is to not respond or not give it too much energy, right? If that's my little take on philosophy. What do you guys think? So I'm hyped that Dan H is going over to Scott Fraser.
Oh yeah, Dan, we want to hear from you.
Yeah, actually, you really, like. I feel like comment in my video or something. Sebastian Carlson. Wrote an article on how to dress like Errol Flynn. That last store.
Aren't we all in costume? Oh, Trevor!
Aren't we all in costume? All right, Shakespeare. Life is a stage. Yeah, that's cool, dude. Nice job, Trev. You're jinxed. My kid coming in with the random. He charges $75 to $92 for fitting. 1 hour session? Isn't the cost kind of built into the clothes?
Nope.
He's charging $350.
Yeah, because you could just give them your measurements, and you just buy the pants.
Oh, okay. Okay, maybe if he's measuring you or measuring, if he's
No, go ahead, say measure.
God, I don't know. I'm a little. You want to come say hi? Are you gonna do a dance?
Hi.
Look at he's getting huge.
He's so big.
He's got a little color on his skin.
Yeah.
And he's a wild man. That's exactly what they want to see. Okay. There we go. That's good. I'm so bad.
My leg.
You're...
What do you think of my temporary suit supply? Oh yeah. I don't know. You know, suit supply. I haven't searched too much into them, and I think they're a little. For me, they're slightly behind. Hey.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I have a beer?
Maggie, would you be so kind
Maggie?
as to pour me?
Would you be so kind to pour me a beer,
There we
my
go.
love?
I feel like you're one of my students.
Oh yeah, you had to teach me how to be mannered.
Oh yeah.
God, that's bad. Now it does that. Now, anyways, suit supply seems a little. I don't know. I'm being hard on them. I've also looked into Indochino too. I feel like those are kind of similar. Suit supply is a little more expensive, right? I don't know. I haven't looked into them. I think I get a little too. I want to have pieces. If that makes sense. I mean, I love a nice suit. I haven't been needing a suit, and lately I've been way more into just like really awesome pieces. So, anyways, I have struggled. And also, Sebastian, welcome. I have not seen you here before. Am I right? Am I wrong? I haven't. Dan H. So, 2010s. I hate to agree with you, Dan, but you were correct. Thank you. I love you.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you. Cheers. Today drinking and live streams. I feel that same way, right? Suit supply does feel like 2010s, right? It's not really up to date. And my thing is, if you're gonna get something like suit supply or Indochino, you almost want to be like, yo, man, you guys gotta start changing up your pants a little bit. Can I get a wider leg? We like I've said this many times on this live stream, and we really shifted, right? Right after the pandemic, it was a huge shift. Like fashion was just lame and boring, and it was all loungewear, and you could tell the clothes companies weren't even trying to get a design, and we all saw that shift where everything got way bigger and baggier. Sebastian, well, welcome to it, man. We keep it pretty relaxed, as you can tell. I get heckled, and we talk a little bit about fashion. It's kind of my normal day to day.
That is the norm.
No, man. Thanks for watching videos and being around. It's always validating, and I hope I can inspire and help. Right?
And vice versa.
I felt like a pitch right there. Sorry. That vice versa is right. That's one actually really cool about this live stream. As I feel like I'm talking to guys who care about fashion as much as I do. Right? So it's cool. Oh yeah. So. I've gotten a little frustrated after Scott Fraser and spending the money, and I'm like, I would like to buy some Stanley Biggs, but that stuff is too baggy for me. And then that revival stuff, I'm like, yeah, but then I'm looking at the returns and they're like, you're responsible for returning the stuff to Europe or London. That can get expensive. You don't know what you're going to have to pay to return them. I mean, who knows? You get those pants and you're like, I don't like these pants. So I got inspired and I bought World War II trousers.
No, they're really from.
Yeah, they're army trousers from eBay. And they are clean. Meaning not clean, but like no holes. Oh, they're cool. They're cool. They're high-waisted. They color, it was army green practically, but I think these were, according to the eBay, an officer's pant. So they're wool, and they're a heavy wool, so they're not for summer, right? But I'm going to go get them. I'm probably going to go get them cuffed and tailored because I did get them a little long, which is perfect. But they're fitting. I could almost have the leg a little skinny. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, I do. I thought the leg width was pretty good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a different era, right? And I don't think I'm gonna try to rock those. Not make them look like an army outfit, obviously. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited about that, and that's a whole nother rabbit hole if you want to go down. Because I've watched this guy. He's an amazing TikToker. He's got a lot of people watching him, and he's obsessed with right now, especially with Armani suits from the 90s, because he was the one doing that kind of super slack, really loose Armani suits, and you can get them for cheap on eBay. You can get them for cheap. And I mean, who cares? Like, you spend $100, maybe even $200, and you got a full Armani suit from the 90s? That ain't bad. Dan H, what do you mean ridiculously cheap? Like, what reference meaning? Oh, yeah. Again, the same guy on TikTok, he goes and buys these damn overcoats. I'm like, but they almost look like we can't even wear them. Well, I can't wear them in SoCal. I can't wear them at all. But where are you, Sebastian? What are you talking about? Ridiculously cheap. Are you talking about World War II pants? Used to be. What was I talking about? Sorry, a little delayed, obviously. Where'd you get your overcoat from, Sebastian? I'm curious. So that's a rabbit hole if you want to go down it. It's fun. I got another item from eBay as well.
What?
What
What did you?
I got those I got those Gucci loafers, babe.
Oh, the Gucci. Oh.
But they were cheap.
Are they coming? When are they coming?
I don't know. The shipping is snail pace. I'm glad I told you that on a live stream. You knew I was going to get those.
No, you told me. This is what's so hilarious about Tim. He's like, because he tries not to impulse buy, but he does it. And he says, he tells me about these Gucci loafers that are on eBay, and then tells me the price, and he says, you know what? I'm going to wait 24 hours. And an hour later, he bought them.
That was bad. Oh, so that jacket works great for you, Sebastian. Yeah, I bet the World War II jackets are out of control. Yeah, but I bet they're crazy expensive, especially now. And they're high quality, ridiculously high quality. So we got a couple Swedes. In the house. Yeah. Sorry, I got lost my train of thought. Let's move on. Let's move on from the vintage fashion, and let's talk a little bit about jewelry. I love jewelry. Megan has been begging me to get a necklace. She's like, you should get a necklace.
Definitely not.
She doesn't want me to get a necklace. I'm getting a necklace.
Men wear necklaces.
I'm getting a necklace.
Sorry, I just don't.
And I'm gonna unbutton my shirt down to here so that this showcases the necklace. Oh, you just can't wait. She can't wait. She's so excited for me. You can tell she's just so excited.
No, not.
But anyway, some of the companies I've been looking into, I love this company, Maritime Supply Company. Cool company. I don't know if I love like this, but I like more kind of oh gosh, like nice, finely made stuff.
What is it about? Those are very specific. What is it about that you like so much? Is it that it's like looks like a piece of history, or looks?
Well,
like...
I love it. Because you keep saying, as you guys probably already know, there's a lot of religious connotation with jewelry.
Yes.
Right. There's always religious.
Saints.
So saints, always saints, especially on necklaces. So I kind of came to this company, and they almost did the same thing. They just use Stoic philosophy, which I love. I mean, who doesn't love Stoic philosophy? So, and so they use that for kind of a general theme. That's funny because you know what? I'm gonna go on a limb here. The onyx one. Where's that onyx one?
Onyx.
Ooh, I like this one too. Obviously, sailboats. Come on. I do. I'm just gonna go again. Turquoise, right? Turquoise.
Mm-hmm.
Turquoise and Navajo jewelry is what I'm guessing. What you're thinking? You're thinking silver and turquoise, right? I don't know why. It just seems so Southwest to me, and so.
He's born or.
Yeah, and I grew up in Denver, and it just feels so cowboy that I'm not a huge fan of turquoise. However, turquoise jewelry and Navajo and Native American jewelry is beautiful. It's really, really cool. It's something I think I've always tried to escape. And also I'd almost feel like the Europeans love like Native American jewelry, and it's because it's so foreign to you, right? It was so normal for me. It was everywhere I went. You could get it anywhere and everywhere. And it was just, it didn't feel special. Let's be honest. You can tell I love European culture, right? Because it feels special to me because I can't get it. I feel like it's the same exact thing. I was reading this book about how there was this painter that got famous in Paris because he would paint pictures of Native Americans and sell them there. He would come over to America. He would paint pictures. I think he was American, and yeah, he sold all these pictures of mostly Native Americans in Paris because they just ate it up. They loved seeing these authentic pictures of our Wild West out here. What's pity? I don't know what pity is. Wow. So anyways, that Maritime Supply, I really like that company. It's got some cool, I really like some of the pendants it has, and also I think it has some pretty cool rings. Let me look real quick. Does it have some rings? Yeah, it doesn't really. Let's look at brass. Yeah, I like this kind of stuff.
It looks kind of old because it looks weathered too.
Weathered, yeah. Weathered, utilitarian kind of. I like that look. I don't know. I kind of want my my necklace, the one I get it. I want it kind of muted. I don't want it too flashy. That's still over my head, bud. Pity Uoma?
Let me look.
Yeah, thanks. Another company I absolutely love. This is I think they're based on the East Coast somewhere. Love this company. Studebaker Metals. Love this company. Look at this necklace. And this is, you can grab this necklace and get your initial on it, or you can you can send in a PDF and they'll put the design on it. Love Studebaker Metals. Just cool, raw. And again, I just keep gravitating towards this. Again, I think it's because I like Maggie asked me why do I like it so much.
It looks like it's a launching, like PD Uomo is the world's most important platforms for men's clothing and accessory collections. It's held twice a year in Florence. So it's,
that's what he's saying.
It's huge.
Yeah. I could believe that. I could believe that turquoise and Navajo jewelry was huge. Guys, I'm sorry, man. I really should know that. Yeah, no. Thanks for educating me. See? Get educated every time from this live stream. I've been wanting to order. I think I don't know. I have not ordered anything from. The only thing I've gotten is Howlett. I got this pinky ring from Howlett, and that's it. I got my ring from another ring from Etsy, and I've got my ring I designed. If you guys have seen it, I've worn it in the past. The pinhead ring. That didn't sound really cool. No, fountain pinhead. Anyways. So Bean, hey, welcome. Anyways, sorry, welcome Renato. Yeah, right. So I haven't seen you in the live stream, but thanks, and thanks for watching, and thanks for your compliments. Right, I think that's exactly what it's all about. It's about curating nice pieces. Dan H, I'm going to ignore you on that statement. It does seem to clash, really. It does, doesn't it? Actually, you're kind of right. Yeah, my taste in jewelry. I guess I could get off this. Well, here, let's one more. I like this. This is a little more sleek, maybe a little more sleek. And this is a pretty popular company. What do we got here? Man, I like some of their rings, their signet rings. Yeah, I like their. But to go back to just babbling on here, yeah, you're right. I feel like it's been interesting. I've never really been like, I feel like for a lot of guys, and I think this is why it's resonating on TikTok, I'm talking to guys from my own perspective, is it's really hard for me to find something that really resonates with me as far as when it comes to jewelry, right? So I don't love that like kind of sleek. For some reason, I don't like it. I feel like it's doing too much. And I also like contradictions. I like contradictions in fashion sometimes. So you put on something that's a little more rustic, but you're wearing it with a really clean suit or a clean outfit. I think I like that kind of juxtaposition.
Yeah. I can see that being interesting.
Oh man, why haven't I? I'm a little behind on that. Yeah, for me, I have a ring. I'm having a hard time. I'm putting 2 rings on one hand at the most. Probably, and I haven't actually. I usually only wear 1 ring at a time per hand. As far as jewelry, as far as necklaces, I would say 2 necklaces. No, I'm not stacking. I'm not, because again, I feel quickly. I didn't say. I'm not meaning again. I feel quickly that it becomes rocker look. Which,
and not only that, but it draws your eye to it, and it doesn't. It takes away from the whole outfit. I feel.
I would agree 100%. It's like balance, right? It's balance. There's a stacking of bracelets on your wrist is probably the safest right now, and obviously it's very. I feel like a lot of guys, it's really safe to do material, right? Not do metal. It's like do a leather, do something with some beads. That's really safe for guys right now. And I like it. Again, because we wear watches and because the wrist, I don't think attracts as much attention. You can get away with that more. I want to challenge guys to go just get a cuff. I mean, look at these little cuffs at Studebaker Metals. I mean, these. Let me look. Hold on. Dang it. Boom. Cuffs and ring. Look at this. Look at how basic this can be, and just how super minimal. I like that look. It's funny because you're right, Dan. It does kind of clash with what I usually like, isn't it? But just that clean cuff right there, and you can get it whatever you want, like a sterling silver or a brass brushed. I just feel like there's a lot of options. Out of my pure vanity, I try to reach out to Studebaker Metals. I'm like, please send me something because their stuff is not exactly cheap. So I'm going, could you just send me something? And I'm getting attention for talking about jewelry online. So I'm going, I could showcase it, man. I know it'd benefit both of us. But they're a pretty small team in-house, like hand making all that stuff. So I imagine they're like, we don't need more orders, man. We're doing fine. Jack, you and I are so similar. Dan, really?
Yes,
really,
Dan? Yes.
Damn right, Dan. I missed that. Oh, gosh. If you could review. Oh, yeah. Donald Glover. All day. That kid.
Tell why.
I just love everything he's wearing right now. And I think he's got a personal stylist, but I mean, come on. I didn't even watch Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but I saw a guy do I feel like he's got crazy fashion right now. If I had to pick between Timothée Chalamet and Donald Glover, it'd probably still be Donald. That'd be tough. But then you're asking too much, man. You're asking too much. But I love this question. This is a really good question. Thanks, man.
Ooh, Donald Glover. Exactly.
Right? Yeah, he knows what he's doing. But now you're adding dead. I think we have to restrict it to living. Because if you had dead, God, right? Yeah, Cary Grant all day. Cary Grant. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, that'd be cool, right? And he cared. Cary Grant cared.
Very much so.
Yeah, his costume, the famous costumer from that time was like, yeah, he really cared how he looked and what he wore, and he brought a lot of his own taste to the fashion. So he was badass. Great question. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, back to the rules. Yeah. Anyways, less is more. I'm gonna try to get one necklace I really like, and I could probably go buy more rings. I'm trying to buy less. Right? If you've been here, you know I'm a little obsessed. He dressed so good. Looking back on the outfits that he wore and rocking the cravats and the ascots, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I when I think
He
of
really
Cary
presented
Grant,
himself well.
I always think of the layers, right? Like the sweater over the button up, and then another coat over it. And he dressed so well with each.
He made it also.
Stage of his life.
He made it look effortless too.
Yes.
It didn't feel presented.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he did present himself very well. Have you seen Frank Ocean's do it? Brand, no, I haven't. Do you like it? You're doing 20% of it's talking about his clothes. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, he really was a kind of a fashion icon, I feel like, at that time, right? If you've kind of seen some of my obsession over him, I was growing up and someone told me to basically start watching black and white movies, because if you want a different depiction on how to talk to women, watch these guys from that era, which I could get a lot of flack for probably, but they just were so smooth and so cool and so relaxed. I mean, the complete opposite of Friends, the complete opposite of Ross and Chandler and these moron men that were depicted in the 90s talking to women. And it was refreshing. And the guy I gravitated towards was Cary Grant. And I think obviously my love for fashion is because I loved everything he was wearing. And of course, I mean, it is written scripts, so they look really smooth. But it is pretty amazing how different that dynamic was in the 40s with men and men in the 90s that were just bumbling idiots. Adam Sandler, Tim Allen, Chandler from Friends, Matthew Perry, all of them bumbling idiots. Anyways, I could go on about that. That's a topic of mine. I just watched North by Northwest. That's funny. I just watched it. I had never seen it. Isn't that horrible? I watched all this stuff from like all those black and whites. I never watched North by Northwest. And his glasses are on point. His glasses are on point. I want to brag about my glasses now. Yeah, that kind of brownish frame. Oh, they're on point.
Arthur is getting a kick off his reflection of the TV in the background of him dancing.
What do you mean?
Are you trying to upstage me?
I was in the van.
You're totally in my video this entire time. People are probably watching you, bud. James Dean's sunglasses. I don't recall that. Like, are you just talking about James? Yeah, I would say so. I think that's almost too big of a compliment for George Clooney.
Look at me.
No, but George Clooney was, right? He's very Cary Grant-esque. Yeah, right. And he remade those damn Ocean's movies. That was genius. Oh, you want to see the glasses?
What glasses are you talking about?
My
Sunglasses?
I've been wearing recently.
I feel like we spend about 15 minutes always looking for your glasses.
Okay, you just need to calm
It's
down.
going to take that long to find them.
I think they're in the foyer. He's fine.
Okay.
No, I don't think he's making much noise. Yeah, mine aren't as cool as his. They're probably Oliver Peoples. They're probably all Oliver People glasses from that era. Anybody else? Hey, I'm gonna try to get some Moscot. I think that's how you say it, right? I will. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, I imagine that was a good time for fashion too. That old Hollywood. Really? He was super short. That's why when you get a trench coat for you short kings, as they say, get that damn thing tailored, man. Get it shortened. You don't have to wear it that long. Did I go over all the stuff I feel like I needed to go over? Shogun. Let's talk about Shogun, baby.
I don't know.
You still without him?
No.
All right. 1 sec. I think I know where they are.
Sure. I tell you, we don't have 15 minutes to look for them.
My car?
Probably. You can find them online, no?
Oh, I guess no. I don't think that's one thing that sucks about Warby Parker. They have a. Sorry, that was a first for us. I got up out of my seat. They're just Warby Parkers. Nothing that super fancy, but I think I just bought at the right time and got like a really cool pair of sunglasses. They have that same color. They're rectangle though. They're not round. So, Shogun. Who's been watching it? Who's been watching Shogun? Yeah, I'm gonna say it. So, how do you know someone's read the book of a show? They'll tell you they read the book. And I've been trying not to say that to people, but Maggie turned me on to Shogun like many years ago. I read through it like nobody's business. It was such a great book. It's fish out of water, but cool action, intrigue. Just like if you've watched a show. That's my point. The reason I say this is it resonates with the book so well. Like it captures that awesome kind of concept of an Englishman in these waters. He's speaking Portuguese technically, right? Mm-hmm. But they kind of just allude to the fact that he's speaking Portuguese just to get his thoughts across. It's they've done
Japanese.
such a good job.
It's mostly
and we've been reading the whole show, right? We didn't watch the dubbed version. If you're watching a dubbed version, come on. Yeah, see, they don't have them.
Huh.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah, that's the thing about Warby Parker. You gotta grab them. You gotta grab up those Warby Parkers. Trying to find something similar, guys. Isn't that funny? Where are they? Anyways, I'll try to find a similar color. Not Days. Is he still dancing around back there? Incessantly? Oh, my kid. Okay, but just let's bring it back a notch.
Hey, let's bring it back.
There they are.
Just a little bit.
That's not him. That's not them. That's not them.
Just a little bit, Bubba.
So why I'm a fan of Haruko Sanada? Yeah, you're gonna have to watch. You will be thoroughly impressed.
Talk about some, fashion and costuming for a show. They were so intricate.
This is probably as close as I can say that I have.
Hiroyuki plays Tanaga, babe.
What's that?
Hiroyuki plays Tanaga, Lord Tanaga. He's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He is amazing, right?
It's a fantastic show.
Yes, it's ridiculous. So those are probably closest. Mine are more rectangle and little more a lighter brown. I can't believe we can't find those.
They're somewhere. We do this every day. Or you do it every day.
Yeah, Jack, it's worth watching. It's it's probably some of the best television I think has been on for a long time. Like you can't. They put so much money into authentic. If you want to kind of embrace the Japanese culture and read a lot of the show because it's obviously mostly subtitles, it's fantastic. And the English character Blackstone is just fun to watch, being a fish out of water. It's intrigue. It's good. It's well done. It's just so nice to watch a show with like every shot seems like it's just really thought out. So, shoot. Yeah, those are they're cool. Warby Parker, right? They come out of nowhere. They're a company that they kind of stay on top of the trends. I don't know. Do you guys have Warby Parker over there in Europe? I don't know if you have that. They're huge here. You can get glasses for cheap. They're not probably the highest quality, but they're of quality enough that you're going, yeah, I feel like I got a nice pair of glasses. And then you go in there and they're if you go into the shop, their customer service is insane. It's just amazing. And I don't think any of them are working on a commission, so they're just relaxed. And then you can go. I know whenever I've been in there, these are Warby Parkers. They'll make sure they're on your face right. They'll heat up these.
They'll tighten it up too.
Yeah, they'll tighten them up. They'll make sure they're fitting well. It's a great company. However, here I'm talking about Moscot. I'm going to go grab some of those. Hopefully we can. We got some decent insurance with the lady now. Yeah, if you're a fan of Hiroyuki. Oh man, I don't know. Like, it's the sunglass companies are. Someone told me I had an optometrist at my bar, and he was telling me how Oliver Peoples used to be amazing, and they got bought out by a big company, so their quality's gone down. And yeah, it feels like probably the most overpriced place for fashion is sunglasses, right? Where stuff just gets crazy expensive. I've never been one to want to spend in the 400s for glasses. I did, but I got close. I have some Oliver Peoples and Megan, but I feel like you can always get these fashions from like an outlet, and if you search well, or if you have decent eye insurance or something, if you're doing prescription.
Sebastian, that's crazy. I have no idea what to tell you about your face shape and what would work well. That's
you should just walked right out of there. I'm at Warby Parker again, place that's got pretty discounted sunglasses or glasses, and they were already telling me about the size of my nose, which is a lovely conversation.
That ain't no secret. That's for sure.
Let's go back to talking about my age. Let's do that, huh? Let's talk about that. God, what idiots. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Sebastian, that's actually a conversation about fashion. Fast fashion, mass production, that's the whole conversation, right? Nope, make it for the masses, make it for the masses, make it for the masses. That's why, if you go down these rabbit holes, I go down it, buy stuff that's vintage, buy stuff that's been secondhand, go get it tailored, get it cheaper. I mean, right now, like I said, I have to spend almost $300 if I want pants I have to spend $300 on those damn things. That's ridiculous. Why do I have to spend $300 on the pants I want? So right now, in a sense, I can go buy the pants I want over at a thrift store. If I go buy them at a thrift store, then I can go over to a tailor, buy them at a thrift store for, you can get some places, $20. And then you go over and you get them tailored. I know I'm lucky because I'm in this damn town, LA. So I can go to Dead Stock. Dead Stock is basically old Hollywood stuff, right? That they just stopped wearing, they barely worn, and then they throw it at a store.
Well, how come I never knew about this?
I know, right? I got fed this. I think it was a TikTok.
Is it like an online store, or
no?
It's
a place you go up in Glendale. I think Glendale. Yeah, we should do it.
We should do that.
Yeah, Dead Stock, right? And I think you can go online too, but you can buy some of this stuff for cheap, man. And then you get it tailored, and that's the thing. I think most men don't understand that concept. Almost everybody should be going to a tailor. I was just helping a guy. I was helping a guy style something. I went through his whole entire closet. I got some pants out. They looked okay, right? All I did is tuck up the leg. I just the leg, brought it up a little bit, and look, I go cleaner, nicer now. Just because, and the poor guy is in between sizes. He's a tall dude, so he's got to be he has to buy long pants, but probably they're either too short or too long. So he's always buying a little long. So he's always bunching at the bottom. And most men don't understand that. That bunch looks like shit. I mean, I've had people on TikTok tell me my pants are too short. Maybe I like to wear my pants slightly short, but still, it's what? You're worried about how short my pants are? You're not worried about all these jackasses wearing it bunched? Anyways, gosh, I'm getting riled up.
Tell us how you really feel.
I know, right? I'm getting riled up. See, Dan H always brings the knowledge, man. This guy. If you want to ask some questions, talk to him. Is it Luxottica? 90% of the glasses market. That's annoying. That is annoying.
That's almost kind of the same thing about the light bulb industry, how they found out all these companies came together and they found out how to make them so that you have to keep buying light bulbs. It's the
Isn't
same
that
thing.
isn't that a thing of the past though now?
Oh, it is kind of, but
Because I have these damn smart bulbs. They're supposed to last a while.
yeah. But it's the same thing. That's a monopoly. They want you to
Preach.
preach.
Got a little up. I got a little up there.
No, don't encourage him. Don't encourage
I know.
him.
Don't. Renato was laughing at my nose. Yeah, sure.
So's Jack.
Everybody's laughing at that. Thanks, guys. Thank you for laughing. Always a pleasure. Oh my God. Every time I do one of these, I just have such a good feeling afterwards. So thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Sebastian. A lot of people that like workout outfits.
Yeah, right. You know it. You know I do. If you want, if you want right now, that's really trendy. I don't know if you. I actually talked about this on one of my live streams. Something that got really trendy are crop shirts right now for men. For men. No BS. Right now, I actually kind of want to talk about it because if you want, I know this is crazy, but Abercrombie's killing it. And they're selling a crop t-shirt, heavyweight crop t-shirt right now for not too bad, and it's not super cropped. I mean, if you lift your arms, you're gonna be showing a little belly, but it looks good. So if you're physically fit, it's gonna be fun. Actually, you know what? It'd be even funner if you weren't. But no, I would love. I think I'm more of an old school like Rocky gear, like that, the sweatpants and that kind of really minimal look of working out. The only thing about working out is, yeah, right, Abercrombie Fitch, man, is, yeah, it's hard. It's hard not to look douchey. It's hard to not look douchey because if you wear something that's just a little too form-fitting or a little too showy, you're going to look a little douchey. I almost would say lean into the douchey factor and go a little farther. So that way you're like, I'm doing this on purpose. I don't even care. No, I don't know. I would love to talk about it though.
Headband, of course, all day.
Headband? All day. Some good, wear a robe too. Just wear a robe after you're out of that.
Oh, there we go.
I'm sorry. I seriously actually do take this seriously. I'm not making a joke of it. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to look good no matter what you're doing. And nice, I think we fall into a trap of like Lululemon or some bullshit like that. Like everybody has to wear that same crap and spend what, $90 on a pair of or a shirt or some stupid thing. I don't know. Sorry. Sometimes some of those big fashions always bother me. Nice. Oh, Uniqlo. Okay. Uniqlo.
Uniqlo.
Is it Uniqlo? I don't know. There's many ways to pronounce that damn thing.
Really?
Uniqlo. I don't think it is.
Uniqlo?
Anyways. And so see, they're selling a cropped. Oh wait, no, it was Top Man. Wasn't it Top Man that had the crazy maniac CEO? Is that what you're talking about, Dan H? How do you like it, Jack? Does it look good? You rocking out at the gym? Showing little abs? Anyway, should we? I probably should bid you guys adieu. It's that time. I gotta go to work. Isn't that horrible? Yes. One of these days, I won't have to go to work, right?
I'll just lean on the lady.
You know I'm not gonna do that. I just carried you for 4 years. That's all.
You did.
5.
You did.
Well, technically not 5. It's more like 4. Yeah. 5 was a.
Well, I still was
year.
Working at the Sofitel until 2000.
That's right.
20 till pandemic.
Go get Arthur so we can say goodbye.
Hey, Arthur.
Oh, he's right there. Oh, gosh, you got quiet.
Hey, let's say goodbye. Let's say goodbye to everyone.
And you know what? I could probably continue these live streams a little longer. You guys, everything kind of warms up right at the like half-hour mark. Okay, hello. Oh yeah, you kidding me? Thanks for showing up. Thanks for talking.
Hi guys.
Thanks for engaging. It's always too fun. Should we turn you down? Did I lose you?
No.
Yeah, I lost you.
You did?
Oh, never mind. Maybe not. Anyways, thanks everyone.
Silly Tom?
I don't want this on tape. I'm gonna have to edit it out.
Oh.
40.
He's
Six.
59.
And that's all we're telling you. All right.
That's it.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Oh, Netflix. Oh, Dan H. I'm sorry. Okay, everybody. Thank you again. Mwah.
Bye. Style. And don't forget to style.